everyone, this is Direwolf20, and welcome to episode 33 of Direwolf20's Let's Play OceanBlock series, where today, I think my plan shall be, I would like to set up the processing and creation of uranium hexafluorosulfuric something. One of these dudes, yeah, this one, uranium hexafluoride, which needs to be made for fissile fuel. Yeah. So I think the one thing I forgot here was one of these, but we can make that happen real quick. I need you. I think I've got pretty much everything I need. We're gonna find out. So between episodes, I crafted a majority of the blocks that we're gonna need to make this happen. Let's see, horizontal wall, put it in this mode. Is this cool? Yeah, it should be good. Perfect. And I'm trying, well boy, I forget how fast this thing is. Holy cow, is that fast. I think I've made all the things I need to make this work. I'm pretty sure. I guess we'll find out if I forgot a machine or not. But here's the gist. Between episodes, I realized one of the things we're going to need in order to get fissile fuel, which is the main component in generating electricity from a fission reactor. You got to put fissile fuel and water into these bad boys. One of the main components of that, if we drill down into the whole processing of this, is uranium oxide, and you also need hydrofluoric acid, needs fluorite. And if we took a look at how much fluorite I had 20 fluorite. There's not a lot of fluorite. That's a small and measly amount of fluorite. So between episodes, I made fluorite and sulfur seeds because those are the two main components besides uranium that we're going to need for this whole chemical engineering process to make uranium fuel, like fissile fuel for the nuclear fission reactor, right? So we've got fluoride essence now. I can now, bada bing, bada boom, lots and lots of fluorite for days, good to go. So the whole thing back in my base is doing that. You can already see we're producing fluoride essence just as I have this window open. I did the same seed setup that I've done 6 times now. I figured I could do that off camera without you guys, you know, worrying all that much. If I wanted to get this through sieving, it's gravel and a cloth or iron mesh. That's the only way to get it, which probably explains why I have so little fluorite. Yeah, I would say that explains why I have so little fluorite, because it's been a long time since I've been sieving gravel in a mesh like that. So that makes sense. So anyway, I was thinking we just like set up like a nice long line back here that will do all this processing for us. So there's clearly a lot of things to be made here, but the gist is we take our uranium ingots, which we've got, and we turn them into yellow cake uranium in an enrichment chamber. That yellow cake uranium is then oxidized into uranium oxide, right? Broken down nice and easily. That uranium oxide needs to be combined with hydrofluoric acid to make uranium hexafluoride. And that uranium hexafluoride is what turns into fissile fuel. So in order to make this, we also need the hydrofluoric acid, which is sulfuric acid plus fluorite. Pretty simple. So you can see fluorite, sulfuric acid, right? So to get sulfuric acid, there's 2 ways we could do it. We could either just turn sulfur directly into sulfuric acid, but each piece of sulfur gets you 2 millibuckets of sulfuric acid. So basically you need 500 sulfur to make a bucket of sulfuric acid. That seems like a horribly inefficient way to go. So we're not going to do that. We're going to use the chemical infuser to combine water vapor, which is just water. I don't know if I got a decondensator. I might have to make one of those. With sulfur trioxide. And that sulfur trioxide is simply a combination of oxygen, which we know how to make, and sulfur dioxide. Sulfur dioxide is just sulfur dust, and you get 100 millibuckets per dust instead of 2. So 50 times better. I think we'll go with that route, right? It just needs an extra 1 or 2 machines to manufacture it. So lots and lots of crafting that we have to put together here. Dire wire inbound. Don't say I didn't warn you. So let's see what we can come up with. So the flux point, we're going to start prepping up one of these bad boys so that we have the energy we need. I might need a decondensator. There's probably 1 or 2 machines I forgot to craft in advance here, but don't worry, we'll get to it. So I think I'm going to start with the chemical infuser in the middle. That's responsible for making the uranium hexafluoride. right? So let's plop that dude, I don't know, here-ish? Does that sound good? So chemical infuser, you're going to be uranium hexafluoride guy, okay? That's going to be your job. So for the side config, pretty sure these things are gases. We're going to have input 1 on the left, input 2 on the right, and output out the front. Hey, that's actually kind of perfect. And then that uranium hexafluoride is going to go into that isotropic centrifuge right here, whose side config will be input on all sides, but output out the front. That sounds ideal. It's realistically going to just be input on the back, so we'll just do that, and that should be groovy. Cool. So then on the right side of the uranium hexafluoride maker, we need uranium oxide, right? And the uranium oxide is made in a chemical oxidizer. So we want our chemical oxidizer here, okay? And your side config for gases will be to output to the left. And your side config for items will be to input on the right. So far, so good? Cool. Because your uranium oxide, you take yellow cake uranium. So then we need an enrichment chamber next to him. And what I did is I made a basic enriching factory so that we have like the 3 at a time thing. And we might want to throw a little bit of speed upgrades in there. So I'm going to throw 4 speed and energy upgrades into this bad boy. And we'll see if we need more. Deal? And your side config will be to output on the left and input on the right. So you're going to take uranium ingots from the right side and feed them through here. Deal? And split on. So if we test this out, why do you have such a darkness on you? What's up with the darkness? But if we test this out, and we got some uranium ingots here, and let's also throw some energy stuff. I made ultimate cables for all the things. Okay. And then I might as well throw my... And you can be a Direwolf Network guy. Sweet. I forgot. No scuba suit. Hold on, I have a jetpack that can help. Sweet. Alright, so now you guys should be getting the juice. Holy cow, do I get slow when I go swimming. It's the battle between wearing a jetpack and a scuba suit, right? Because it's like, I touched the water. Rip me. Cool, so now we get some uranium. I'm just going to get, let's just throw 16 in there for now. Boom. You guys should process. You should dump your enriched uranium into the chemical oxidizer. Oh, right, we need to set you to auto-eject on. Cool. And you are ejecting as on, so you should automatically dump your uranium oxide there. So that's 1/2 uranium oxide of the uranium hexafluoride. On the left side of this machine, we're going to start making hydrofluoric acid. So we're going to need a chemical dissolution chamber to go here. Chemical dissolution chamber. Okay. And you are going to side config. I want items to come in the back, I think. That sounds good. We're going to input items from the back. And then... sulfuric acid. I can never tell if this is a fluid or a gas. I guess we'll figure it out. I guess he's a gas. So yeah, output on the right, input on the left for the gases. Okay. And let's get some hoppers here just to temporarily do a thing. Okay. So you're going to hopper into the back. This will eventually be... an export bus, right? But for now, you're just going to do this. Okay, just to prove that, hey, this is doing what I want it to do. Sweet. All right, so that's the chemical dissolution chamber, which will make the hydrofluoric acid. Now we need sulfuric acid, which is a chemical infuser. Okay. And this chemical infuser for sulfuric acid will be water vapor and sulfur trioxide. So water vapor should be pretty simple. It's going to be a decondensator, a rotary condensator, which I don't know that I made just yet, but we're going to make it now. Sweet. And I want you, rotary condensator, on the back here. Okay. So ultimate universal cables. Let's get some power going into these bad boys. Okay. So you're going to get water from the left. So gases, I want you to output on the right. And fluids, I want you to input on the left. And that should be cool. And then we need a pump to get water. And what I'm thinking is the pump should probably be spaced one away. Now, if I put you like that, yeah, that's basically what I want, right? Or does the pump go up? I forget. You know what? Let's put the pump down one. Yeah, let's do that. I like that plan. So you're going to boop, and then boop, and you should be getting water now? Sweet. And then mechanical pipe the water into there. All right, perfect. And then I might need to toggle your operation so that water turns into water vapor. Hey, get back here, you. Okay. And then your side config will be that you output to the right, you input number 2 in the back, and you input number 1 on the left. Sweet. Maybe we reverse that. That works, right? So now you're getting water vapor here? Perfect. Cool. So that should be working towards sulfuric acid. So that's water vapor. Now we need the sulfur trioxide. And you're going to output your gas to the right. So now we need sulfur trioxide, which is this one, which is made in another chemical infuser. I might need another chemical infuser. I made most of the things I need. I may have missed a few. That's on me. There you go. So chemical infuser, okay, and your side config, we're just going to turn everything off here. So the chemical infuser will be making sulfur trioxide. So that's going to be sulfur dioxide and oxygen, right? So the oxygen will be made in a... what's that machine called again? Electrolytic separator. Cool. Whose job it will be. So gases, I would like you to... and then fluids can be input on all sides. So that'll be the mechanical pipe will go here. And then he'll start electrolytically separating, which will be great. Cool. And then oxygen is the cyan color. So we want to output gases. Let's make sure it's the right one. Cyan, eject on. Cool. And then you, gases, input 1 will be on the back. So there comes your oxygen for sulfur trioxide. Now we need sulfur dioxide. Okay, sulfur dioxide is the chemical oxidizer here, whose side config will be items will come in the back, and gases will output to the right. And this is where sulfur comes in. Cool. So then he should go into here. All right, we need to set your side config. Gases input from the left. It will be 2. There we go. Here comes the sulfur dioxide, making sulfur trioxide. This guy's orange will be input on the left. He should be outputting his gases to the right. There you go. He's making sulfuric acid. He's making this stuff. He's making hydrofluoric acid to uranium hexafluoride to fissile fuel. How cool is that setup, huh? That is not bad. And you know what I like about it? Relatively compact. Not a bad little setup, if I do say so myself. I mean, you guys tell me what you think, but I call that a win. I call that a big time win. That is super cool. Now, we can totally do some speed upgrades and yada yada, right? But we're getting fissile fuel, which is huge. And remember, fissile fuel, bad. So we want to be very careful about this stuff, remember. Like, this is where we get into the radioactivity and the bad times and the behavior self and all that stuff, right? But the gist is that it's working. So let's get a couple export buses. And I want about 3 of them. And your jobs will be to export uranium, sulfur dust, and fluorite. Okay, so you should export uranium. You should export fluorite. And you should export sulfur dust. Okay? And I'm going to throw crafting cards on all 3 of these guys, because eventually these resources that I currently have will run out, and we will need to make more of them using mystical agriculture. Okay? So make sure that crafting cards are in these upgraded dudes. You know what I could do is I could make the import on this guy in the back. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's have him import in the back so that he's the same as everybody else. Good deal? And then we can get some cabling here. Me swimming without a scuba suit again. I'm going to regret this. There you go. Sweet. I like it, right? I think it's cool. Alright. Fissile fuel, here we come. So yeah, some speed upgrades might be in order, but I think overall that works, right? So then you should be filling up with sulfur dust, and you're not. Why? Oh, because I didn't actually connect you guys to anything. Right. You are all the way over here. Oh my goodness. Can I just move you? Yeah, I shouldn't move you. I should just leave you as you are. Alright, scuba, tank. Once all the fatigue and everything wears off, that'll be much better. There we go. Yeah, it should be fine. Let me tell you, I'm so bad at placing these cables sometimes. Do I have exactly enough? Haha, I do, basically. 30 more, please. Thank you. And now everybody should be getting uranium, getting fluorite, getting sulfur. Cool. Cool. Now, how do I want to transport this stuff? This fissile fuel? Do we want to do this with the quantum entangleovers? Do we want to do it with, you know, stuff? I don't know. We'll see. What we definitely want to do is get another pump here, though. Because... Pump. We need water into this bad boy. This guy definitely needs water filling him up. And that guy, I'm sure, will need speed upgrades. So, mechanism upgrades, give me 8 of each. Because we definitely want as much water as possible flowing into this bad thing. So let's get some... I think we've got energy over here that we can tap into. Ultimate universal? No, that's pressurized. Where's universal? There you are. So if we plopped this dude like him, and then we threw these guys in there, I want to make sure you're getting water as quickly as possible. Okay. I need a jetpack scuba suit combo pronto. I don't know if that's a thing that exists. Ultimate mechanical pipe. Coolant. Nice. Sweet. I like it. And remember, we can absolutely, and will be absolutely, closed system on this, right? So the coolant from that you know, from here will circle back into this guy as well. So do we want to do for these guys, for fissile fuel, right? Do we want to do something along the lines of quantum entangleover to teleport that stuff from A to B? Maybe. And don't forget, then we are also going to have to handle the exporting of the fissile fuel. So I'm pretty sure this guy is... Yellow is output waste, yes. And then this guy's input, and blue is output coolant. Cool. So when this turns on, he should be good. So we should probably go home. And teach you a few things from mechanism. I want the waste barrels to be known to make. And we need more patterns. 64. It's time to make that many. The other thing I'd like you to know how to make is sulfur dust. So the dust comes directly from the essence, which is nice. Fluorite directly from the essence. And uranium directly from the essence. Cool. So now those 3 resources that I just exported into the machines are all auto-craftable. Nice. So I don't need any of this no mores, which is cool. What else might I want to do? So we've got that. Let's teach him a quantum entangleover. Or I actually taught you how to make those. Cool. Give me 2 of them, if you don't mind. Thanks, Chief. And we'll decide if we want, you know, how we're gonna see if we can transport. I forget how much the ultimate mechanical pipes can do. Like, I know that says the capacity is 512. I don't know if that's anywhere near enough for the steam that we're going to be doing, but we'll figure this out. Definitely. And then we should also put into that reactor guy, like, the auto shutoff. I feel like that would be smart. What are you waiting on? Stuff? Ah, you need more osmium. I really need to, like, take care of the auto insertion of this stuff. I absolutely have not. Hey, cool. 2 quantum entangleovers. Sweet. So do I want to have, like, a buffer tank for that stuff? So fissile fuel is a chemical tank. Fissile fuel is a chemical tank. Maybe I want to upgrade you to, like, a Mark II tank. And what I'm going to have you do is plop down there. Nothing should be happening with this stuff yet. But we're going to configure you so that gases come in the left. Okay. And you will be fissile fuel. Check. And set. Cool. So now he should be... Yes, all the fissile fuel is in there. Cool. And then what I'm thinking is we have an advanced chemical tank here. We have the ultimate pressurized tube here. Okay. You will be configured for gases to import on the top and output out the bottom. Now, is this necessary? Nope. Absolutely not. But I kind of like doing it. And then you will be gases. Output out the bottom. Eject on. Fissile fuel set. Something should be happening. Oh, gases. Gases, eject on. There we go, fissile fuel. Sweet, it's filling up. Cool. Cool. So we've got water filling up into the coolant tank. We've got fissile fuel filling up into the coolant tank. These tanks obviously hold lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of stuff. So, you know, it's a thing. We should probably consider speed upgrades in some of these things. Mechanism upgrades. If I wanted like a stack of each of you, and then 4 more of each of you, I'm assuming I'm not going to have enough redstone enriched stuff over here. Cool. So we'll make that happen, and we'll be right back. All right, back over here, because we want this stuff going as, you know, quick as we can. I might throw another pump down there, but I don't know if it's going to be necessary, because once we have the closed system, I think we should be fine, right? And I know everybody's going to say, like, Dyer, use a sink. I don't know that any of these sinks do like the other sink does, which is just have infinitely unlimited amounts of water coming out of it. So I don't think sinks are the solution here. I'm just saying. Yeah, you come back out here. I didn't mean to put you away. You can go away, though. Lots of junk that I can actually put away. That's good enough. Alright, mechanism upgrades. So we're going to want a bunch of speeds and a bunch of energies, and that should be cool, right? Alright, so now you should be burning through your uranium hexafluoride super fast, which means you need to be faster. Which means that you need to be faster. Zoom. Which means probably that you need to be faster? I don't know yet, we'll find out, I guess. He doesn't look that bad. Alright, so you're filling up again, but now you need to be faster, chemical dissolution chamber. Now, he doesn't have what he needs in him, so we're going to have to do something about that, obviously. So you're actually short on this stuff, because you're short on this stuff. So definitely get you going faster. Which will hopefully speed you up a little bit. Oh, I need to dump excess on you. Yeah, that'll be a big help. Seems pretty good, right? Now, did I already speed upgrade you? Nope. So then you can get some speed upgrades. Goodbye, water vapor. Now, can any of these get the gas upgrades? I honestly don't know the answer to that question. I feel like some of them might be able to handle it, but I don't think any of these take the gas upgrades, but it would be very nice to use if any of them can. So let's just get a stack of them and see if any can accept it. So no, 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 no. You can apparently, chemical dissolution chamber. That's cool. No, no, no. So chemical dissolution chamber, that's the only one that could accept it. I guess that means it'll use less sulfuric acid to make this stuff. So that's actually probably really nice. Because remember, the gas upgrades reduce the efficiency of gas in machines. So that should make the sulfuric acid go longer, and that would be kind of cool. So I'll take that. So what's your choke point at the moment? Not oxygen. It's literally just you. Okay. That works for me. How are you guys doing? Wow, look at all the fissile fuel we've got. Nice. Look at all the water we don't have. A little less nice. A little less nice. Wonder if there's a faster way to produce water. I mean... water condensator? Yeah, I don't know, like, if any of these machines produce things faster. We could try the water condensator just to see how fast it is, right? It says power optional. Missing one cast iron nugget. Oh, you don't know how to make those? Bad direwolf. And then a bucket of water. I don't know where all my buckets went, but luckily water is not a problem for me. Not in this pack. Water condensator, power optional. Do you need to be, like, surrounded by water or something? I feel like what we've already got going on is probably noticeably better. Shouldn't you be getting power? Where's your power, buddy? Why you no get power? Actually, that's a super good question. You only accept power from, like, certain sides or something? Or are we out of power? That's also a possibility that I hadn't considered until just now. Are we out of power by chance? We couldn't be, right? I mean, we absolutely could be. Oh, yep, nope, we're out of power. We are 100% out of power. Oh my goodness, that's funny. Oh my goodness, that's funny. That's what I get for speed upgrading all the machines. That's what I get. How much power are you drawing over here? Just out of curiosity. Only 27,000 RF a tick. That's all. That's all. If I capped you at 10,000, I don't know how much that thing makes over there. Alright, with the slowness and the mining fatigue. Well, that's a net gain now, so that's nice. I might leave that limit on because we don't need the uranium production to be as fast as it currently is. Now you've got power? You're definitely faster, but I don't think that that's any better than what the pump is currently doing. So I'm going to say no thanks to you. I think we can just let it be. What we're going to eventually do, and we should probably start thinking about this now. We're going to want logic adapters, right? Output when the reactor reaches dangerous temperatures, has excess waste, damage critical, insufficient fuel. So how about dangerous temperatures? Actually, I'm thinking maybe we want to do this. So high temperature activation? But we want to not gate that, right? So, like, yeah. So maybe I do want this here. So you can be when high temperature, and you'll handle activation, right? So if the temperature gets high, he should emit a redstone signal. And we should use some kind of NOT gate, or not the NOT gate. We should get the whatchamacallit. Where's the thing I'm looking for? Buffer gate, pulse former, repeater, randomizer, RS latch, toggle latch? Probably toggle latch, I'm thinking. Let's just see if this does what I think it does. That's probably not what I think it does. Yeah, that's not what I want. RS latch? Probably RS latch. Yeah, that's the one I want, I think. Yep, this is the one I want. So what this does is, when it receives a redstone signal, and it doesn't matter how long it stays on or whatever, it just does that. And then on the other side, it'll toggle it the other way. So basically, we're going to want this. No, not like that. Alright, I think this will work. Hold on, I want a NOT gate here. Which, yes, just a redstone torch is a NOT gate, but this is better. Okay. And then, theoretically, I can have this right here. Cool. And you're going to be activation. Okay? So check this out. In fact, let me have you disabled for now so that you don't actually do anything. But when I want to turn you on, I can press this button, and it'll activate the redstone signal, right? The reactor's not actually on now because I have that set to nothing. But this will turn on, right? Now, let's just make sure we're all within chunk boundaries. Close, but yes. If this guy detects high temperature, he'll emit a redstone signal, which I can simulate by pressing this button. Boom. And it'll immediately turn off the reactor. And it'll stay off until I come over here and press this button, and then it turns back on. Cool? Does that work? I think that works. That should be a pretty valid on-off switch. Yeah? I like that. Alright, so here's what I want to do. I think we're going to wrap up the episode here. We'll come back next time. These guys are all running. They're a little bit hurting on power, but not too bad. But a little bit. But not terrible, but a little bit. Yes. Hurting on power. You know, we'll deal. Sulfur is going to be my gumming up point. That's fine, though. We'll get more sulfur cooking. How's sulfur? Yeah, we've definitely burned through all our sulfur essence. Now, we can convert this sulfur into dust. Courtesy of a pulverizer, apparently, is the only way to do that. There's no mechanism machine that can do that. So we'll decide if we want to process this sulfur or just amp up the sulfur essence production for mystical agriculture. But for now, I'm going to call this wrapping up point. We'll come back next time. I'm going to get a bunch of radioactive barrels. Like, how's 32 of them sound? We're missing some iron, of all things. Really? You know what? Iron, we should have plenty of essence for that. Yes, we do. We are no longer missing iron, folks. Iron is now no longer a problem. We'll get some radioactive barrels, 32-ish. And next episode, we'll probably turn on this reactor. And then that will solve our potential power problems that we currently have. Deal? All right, wrapping up point. Darryl20 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. We'll come back next time and have a little bit more fun with radioactive stuff. Once we've got lots of power gen going, we can start getting more power storage. We might amp up power storage with mechanism first, and then very quickly move into Draconic. Because I'm very excited to see what Draconic looks like in the new version of Minecraft. I think that'll be fun. All right, everyone. Take it easy.